Hello, gorgeous soul. Just before I take you to your 2021 astrology, I thought I'd introduce you to a new member of the family, Sir Barnabas Bear, who is one of the great things of 2020 to come along. I mean, Kiki, yeah, I don't know if she's so keen, but yeah. So we got two babies now. Anyway, here's your 2021 astrology. Yeah, baby, it's no longer 2020. And on top of that, we have some serious, magical, extraordinary energy coming in. Of course, no doubt you've heard about the grand conjunction on the 21st of December. Well, that energy is affecting all of us. It's a time of liberation. It's a time of transformation. We have Saturn in Aquarius in an air sign for the first time in a long, long time. And Saturn is saying, freedom, but with responsibility. Do the work and I'll give you a reward. We are all responsible for what happens to the world now. And Jupiter goes, if you do the work, I'm going to give you a massive reward. It has far-reaching consequences. The only kind of, well, the quite intense, challenging aspect is Saturn square Uranus this year, which is probably cause a lot of chaos at the beginning of the year from February, and will also cause a lot of financial and structural changes in the world and a power struggle as the old world order is breaking down and we're moving into a brand new world which hopefully will be more equal, egalitarian, and about freedom for all of us. It's amazing. So I'm going to walk you through some of the incredible highlights for you in 2021, and I'm not doing it in vision. I thought, as you know, we haven't traveled for a while, I thought I would deliver it to you with the wonderful visuals from my wonderful wife Kathy. It was the best thing to happen to me in 2020, getting married to my Kathy. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Powerful stuff. Get ready for opportunity. Here's your yearly astrology. Leo, my darlings, this is it. It's a brand new era for you, filled with possibility. Of course, you know all about the great conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter that happened on the 21st of December. That was basically the energy shift that we've all been waiting for, that's going to launch us into 2021. And for you, the theme of Saturn and Jupiter is all about your intimate relationships. Lovers, friends, business partnerships, in fact, partnerships in general are going to be highlighted. And the good news is potentially from now on in, you can form the most exceptional relationships of your life. And that means even if you're in a partnership, that partnership can move on and grow and expand. It's not necessarily about new, but it's a new energy. And you know, Saturn, of course, is the Lord of responsibility, and it can feel quite restricting because we've got to deal with our stuff and take responsibility for our part in any relationship issues and our part in how we relate in relationships and be truly honest with ourselves. But if you do that, Jupiter's going, right, that is it. The world is going to open up for you. Your experiences are going to deepen and become exciting and adventurous and plunge to new levels of fabulous. So it's definitely worth the effort. You know, there is a sort of unusual things that are happening this year, because the other thing that's happening this year is there is a square to Uranus, Saturn square to Uranus, which is going to cause, to be honest with you, a bit of chaos in the external world. And the world is adjusting to this shift of energy from earth to air. And the vibe is all about freedom and humanitarianism and looking at the world in a different way. So we've moved through the really intense period of that sort of patriarchal energy. So it's very liberating, but Uranus is going to bring a lot of unexpected situations into the world. But for you, your focus is on balance, keeping everything balanced, finding the beauty in your life and in your relationships. And, you've got so much to gain. So don't worry too much about Uranus. Anyway, let's start at the beginning. The Sun is entering your relationship zone on January the 19th. On the 24th, the Sun is conjunct Saturn. So what does that mean? It means that you have the confidence to improve your relationships and to find inner harmony and balance in your life. You're feeling it. You're getting the vibe that you can make those changes, and those changes can happen. And then on January the 28th, depending on where you are, the full moon in Leo. So you're heading towards a peak experience. Now, full moons are always emotional. They can be a peak experience of wonder and fabulousness, or they can be quite emotional, and you can find yourself crying at the slightest thing and feeling waves of emotion. They always send us, in my experience, a message. Look out for a dream, a synchronicity, a kind of soulful revelation, and that will help you to carve out who you want to be in 2021. Very, very powerful. So look out for the signs. On the 29th, the Sun is conjunct Jupiter. I mean, because that full moon is surrounded by all this positive energy, hopefully it'll be okay for you. The Sun conjunct Jupiter. Again, you're feeling optimistic and excited. An opportunity might just fall out of the sky for you. But of course, you have to work on it as well. And again, all about relationships. That is the fundamental flow of the energy for you. Venus is entering your relationship zone on February the 1st. So, all this is kicking off big and strong. And on February the 6th, Venus is conjunct Saturn in your relationship zone. So, it's best to think about, what do I want from my personal relationships, my business relationships, my one-to-one friendships, and experiences about the balance between two unique souls. If you're thinking about your love life, there is going to be supreme shifts. And as I say, even if you're in a stable relationship, it can go to a deeper level than you dreamed of. And if you're in a relationship that's not working, you're likely to see the light of that and let go. But let go with optimism and strength. Sometimes it's difficult for Leos to let go of ex-lovers or current lovers, because they're very proud and they always want to be returned to a place of dignity. You're going to realize your strength is in finding balance within yourself and in your external relationships in a new way. It's going to be very, very profound. And then in February, we've got the new moon in Aquarius. So that's your new beginning. You can step through into, hopefully from January till February, you're dealing with the past and dealing with working out what you have to let go of, and you can sling it away in the new moon and step through thinking, right, I've got a clean slate and it's the next level of relationship energy for me. Mercury is going retrograde in February. So yes, it is conjunct Jupiter and Venus on the 13th and 14th. So there's a lot of positive energy, and it could be that there's either meeting up with an ex-lover, or perhaps reflecting on your past relationships, or even a business connection, because Venus is also the planet of abundance, or even, your connection to all that there is, your relationship to life, but it's very, very positive. You're able to deal with the past in some way. On March the 5th, Mercury is joining forces with Jupiter. That's a great day to form a business partnership, or to find the balance that you need to move forward when it comes to your relationships, and your opportunity is coming knocking around that time. So what do you want the next year to be like for you? What do you want to achieve when it comes to your connections to other people, and your connections to who you are in relation to your dreams and your desires, and your friendships, your business relationships, and love? Because fundamentally the energy is about finding your balance within. The Sun is conjunct Venus on March the 26th in your adventure zone. So again, another dash of optimism for you. Now, I do have to say, it gets slightly trickier from May the 13th till July the 28th, when Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, is entering your primal zone. Now, the good news is, this is about you stretching and opening up and reclaiming your power. It touches on themes of life, death, rebirth, sex, money, taxes, anything that affects us primarily. But of course, Jupiter never does us any harm. Jupiter is about bringing, so I would say, it's about Jupiter wanting to bring you more power, to bring you more intensity, for you to grow and for you to stretch your horizons. So it might be tricky. If you haven't dealt with your stuff, it's going to be tricky. If you've been avoiding looking at your fears, avoiding looking at your primal addictions or your obsessions, might be hard. But having said that, ultimately, it's leading you on the right path to feel empowered again. On May the 26th, there's a total lunar eclipse and a full super moon in Sagittarius, which for you, as a fellow fire sign, is the energy for that for you is about creativity and passion for life and children in some cases. So there's a new beginning, a new creative unfolding for you, a new unfolding of you finding out what your bliss is, really truly a new chapter of happiness for you. But of course, you have to discover what it is that makes you happy, and you have to let the happiness and the creativity flow. But all of the potential is there, and there could be a great experience on that day. Now, there's a new moon in Gemini and the annual solar eclipse. And of course, annual solar eclipses are a little bit more tricky for you because it's the sun, it's your ruler, you're shining your light, and then there's an eclipse, and that can be, scary because in the moment you might go through self-doubt. And actually, this is connected to collaborations, friendships, your connection to the whole, what you believe about creating your own destiny and your own future, what you believe about your skills for touching other people or for your ideas to be accepted. But of course, it's not doing that, to be negative. It's doing it to, again, reveal something. Eclipse is all about revealing what's hidden, secrets, this, that, and the other. Something is coming to the surface for you, which will ultimately lead you to have a deeper connection with the whole, a deeper understanding of what you need to do, and which ideas and even political ideas you have that are real and not real, and which people you should be collaborating with and which folk you should be hanging out with. Now, Mars enters your sign in June. This is great time. You're full of beans, you're full of energy, you're full of passion, and you're full of power, and you're ready to go, go, go. And on the 27th of June, Venus, the planet of love, goes into your sign. So you're a love magnet. You're connecting with your relationship to yourself in June. You're feeling the love, you're understanding and experiencing love, and not just romantic love, or of course that could be the case, but also, you're having a much deeper experience of, everything from walking and seeing the sea and feeling the love in your heart rise, to your connection with animals, your connection with life. You're falling in love with life in a new way, and hopefully life is falling in love with you. Now, Mars in Leo is opposing Saturn, which can cause a bit of power struggle on the 1st of July. And there could be also issues to do with power struggles in relationships. It might be a point where you've grown, you've changed, you've expanded your ideas, and there's slight challenges or power struggles. And it's also asking you to examine the equality in your relationships. And again, at work, how equal do you feel? In your friendships, how equal do you feel? How powerful are you? And are you allowing other people to be powerful? It's not just a one-way ticket. When Venus and Mars join forces on the 13th, you'll be putting all that behind you because you feel super powerful and passionate about life and able to achieve so much. And you're coming from your heart space, which is great. Then the Sun enters Leo, and it's your time, of course, from the 22nd. You're feeling this sort of complete and overwhelming sense of yourself. And then the full moon is in Aquarius on the 24th of July, of course, and you're thinking about your relationships. So basically, your relationships are the theme, as I said, one way or the other, but it's about finding inner harmony. It's not about, in fact, really, it's about when you find inner harmony, trust and balance in yourself, that mirrors out and your relationships become so much easier and more fulfilling. Mercury's in your sign on July the 28th. You have the gift of the gab. You are able to be persuasive and charming and adorable, and your thoughts and your mind are clear. On the 28th of July, Jupiter re-enters your relationship zone. The Sun is conjunct Mercury in August, I mean, August is a very powerful month for you, as is July. You should feel very much in your power, very optimistic, and things are going your way. And the peak of that is when the new moon is in your sign on August the 8th. That's your own astrological new year. It's a time where you can put your wishes out there. You can say, I'm drawing a line under the past. This is the new me. And invent yourself, redefine yourself, empower yourself to move forward in a brand new way. In October, you have a great time too, because Venus is in Sagittarius, your fellow fire sign. And again, creativity, joy, happiness, and bliss are your focus. So, I mean, wow, this year has got a lot of potential for you. All the major stuff that's going on is around finding balance, relationships, and creativity. So I would definitely put some work into being creative and trust your creativity. We have the new supermoon in Sagittarius on December the 4th. Wow. Total solar eclipse. So you might find, excuse me, that's my puppy barking in the background. You may find that you suddenly realise that what you thought was your big dream changes, and a whole different form of creativity and happiness. It's awakened in you that you now know this is what you want. But you are rolling and flowing, and you have great stuff going on. In December the 29th, Jupiter re-enters Pisces, and it's back to you working on issues and stretching yourself and coming into your power. Such a year, my darlings. Such a year. You take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
MicheleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics, and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2-3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MicheleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michele's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.